'Cause I make conversation, but they never end.
Welcome to Behind the Track. I am Daniel Mazzarina, and I am here with Christian Catong. Christian, welcome to Belmont Tracks.
Thank you for having me. It's such a pleasure being here.
Well, we just heard two incredible performances from you, and I'm really curious. I want to hear a little bit about Party of One. It was just such a catchy song as you were sitting here playing it. I even added it to my library. Tell me a little bit about that song and about how that song kind of came together.
Yeah, so actually, I wrote that song in October my sophomore year, and I had gone to this house show, and there was like 100+ people, and I just felt so out of place the entire time. I just was not my scene at all. Like, I just felt like alone, even though I was surrounded by a huge crowd. And I wrote that song because I wanted to express that feeling, but also express kind of how hard like love has like been for me. But also that song kind of like came out of me in like a week, which is why I felt like it was so special, and I wanted to release it first, and I wanted to play it tonight.
Well, we're really glad you showed it off here for us, and you've got an EP out now.
Yeah.
How has your writing kind of evolved over the process of putting that together?
Yeah, so I have actually been more so working on writing with production rather than writing and then producing after. My whole EP was self-produced with a few help from my friends, but recently I've been working on producing kind of like a bass track, what I just want to like it to sound like, and then I kind of write lyrics over that in a melody and change based on like whether I think the lyrics fit or not, or if the melody is kind of too clunky at this spot. But I mostly am practicing now producing and writing at the same time. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome, and awesome to hear that you had friends help you with that too.
Yeah.
Nice to see how your Belmont journey has really kind of, been a force behind this EP. And I'm sure that some of your creative influences and some of your musical heroes, can obviously be heard in bits and pieces of the arrangements and the lyricism on the songs. Is there anybody out there who's already done it, who you look up to and aspire to one day be like that? If you could do a song with them, you'd do it. Like who might that be?
My dream collab and also biggest inspiration is probably Ariana Grande. She's very different from my music. She's very R&B, while I'm very indie pop. But I love how intricate she is with her harmonies and vocals, and I have always strived to put some of that in my music, whether it's just like backing vocals or even like moving parts. But she's definitely a dream collab that I've always had. I just love her voice, and I've been listening to her since I was like very young, and she very much inspires a lot of my melodic choices and my harmonic choices in my songs.
Yeah, and there's certainly been a lot of people as you mentioned, you've collaborated with. And I'm curious, is there anybody you want to give a shout out to who maybe helped you along the way in either the making of this EP or just in your career as a whole?
Yeah. Can I give a shout out to like a few people?
Sure. Go
Yeah.
for it.
So my EP was released back in March, and I just want to give a huge thank you to Nick Masseri, Noah Clifton, Isaac Berryhill, and Neil Mehta for helping me produce my EP and being a part of it, and because it would not be where it is now if it wasn't for you guys.
That's an awesome crew you got there.
Yeah.
So what can we expect from you and that gang going forward?
Yeah, so I have been working on a lot of music, so much music that I actually don't know what to release next, but definitely stay in touch. I will be releasing probably later this year. No promises, but I plan to.
Well, Christian, thank you so much
Yeah,
for joining
thank
us
you.
at Belmont Tracks. I'm Daniel Mazzarina, and this has been Behind the Track.
I make conversation.